welcome to ThePrint. This is Akanksha Mishra and you're watching Scientifix, where I will be taking you through this week's top science news from across the world. First up, researchers at the Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in LA have identified a previously unknown repair mechanism in the spinal cord. It's called astrocytes, which are support cells in the brain and the spinal cord. This discovery could open up new avenues for treating spinal cord injury, strokes, and even neurological diseases such as multiple sclerosis. The researchers found that the astrocytes, which are located far from the site of injury and are called lesion remote astrocytes, actively help drive tissue repair. In mouse models of spinal cord injury, these cells were found to release a protein called CCNI that signals immune cells to efficiently clear the debris that's left behind by damaged nerve fibers. Without this signal, inflammation spreads and recovery is significantly impaired. Moreover, evidence of this mechanism was also found in human spinal cord injury and multiple sclerosis tissue samples. Researchers say that these findings show how astrocytes are an underappreciated target for therapies. They can reduce inflammation and promote healing in the injured brain and the spinal cord. Next up, did you know that there were EVs in your body that help hormones travel faster? No, I don't mean electric vehicles, but rather extracellular vesicles, which are small particles in the blood that transport hormones throughout the body. A paper in the Proceedings of National Academy of Sciences PNAS journal explained how hormones circulate, reach the brain, and potentially affect energy balance, mental health, immune function, and even drug delivery using these EVs. These EVs are abundant in blood and other body fluids. They are tiny cell-free particles that enable communication between cells by ferrying molecular cargo like proteins, fats, and genetic material, while also helping remove cellular waste from the body. Although EVs are known to be involved in processes ranging from immunity to cancer, their relationship with hormones has remained poorly understood. Now, this study showed scientists how physical exercise helps EVs transport hormones better. The scientists discovered that intense physical activity increases the amount of a particular hormone carried by the EVs by 4 times. While further research is needed to understand its effects in the brain, the findings suggest EVs act as temporary hormone shuttles during exercise, with implications for pain, for metabolism, inflammation, and even stress. Next up, this year the Science Journal has named the growth of renewable energy worldwide as the breakthrough of the year. Since the Industrial Revolution, most of the world's energy has come from coal, fossil fuels, and oil. The climate implications of this usage are very well known. While the world has been transitioning to renewable sources for a while now, 2025 marked the first time that a clear shift was visible. Solar and wind energy generation now finally exceeds coal-powered electricity generation worldwide. Of course, China has led this transformation by scaling up solar panels, wind turbines, and lithium battery storage to become a global clean energy powerhouse. Its manufacturing dominance has also lowered the costs and enabled rooftop solar access across Europe, South Asia, and much of the global south, bringing affordable energy security to millions. Existing renewables are already slowing emissions growth in China, signaling a potential global turning point. There's obviously many obstacles, including oil dependence and political resistance to renewables. But the transition to clean energy is accelerating and is becoming increasingly unavoidable. Finally, some traces of chemicals found inside a rare ancient alabaster vase from around 2500 years ago suggest that opium was widely used in ancient Egypt. Yale University researchers studied a preserved vase from the Yale Peabody Museum, which revealed clear biomarkers of opiates, including morphine and noscapine. This, scientists said, is the strongest evidence yet that opium was not just a rare or accidental substance, but a part of everyday life in ancient Egypt. Importantly, this vase also raises the possibility that similar jars, which were found in the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun, one of the most well known pharaohs of ancient Egypt, also might have contained opium. King Tut's tomb was one of the first times that archaeologists could understand ancient Egyptian life because his tomb was exceptionally well preserved. While we have been able to understand and document most of the stuff that's been found in the burial spot, certain things like the contents of the alabaster jars found there were not fully deciphered. In fact, previous analyses have shown fingerprints on the insides of these jars, indicating that the product inside was valuable enough to be looted. Instead of cosmetics or perfumes, as was earlier thought, this new study raises the question that the jars could be filled with opium. Of course, further testing of the vessels from Tut's tomb could shed light on how ancient societies used these psychoactive substances. That's all we have for you today. Thank you for tuning into The Print.